Hey guys, I want to do a special challenge since Dying Like the Beast is coming out, and you know me when it comes to my favorite game. Anyways, can you beat Dying Light 2 with only kicks? That means I can use guns, melee, or throwables. There's so much that happened in today's video, so let's find out if we can beat the entire game with only using your legs. How it all happened. It all started when me and my buddy Hakon was doing some usual scavenging. Everything was going fine till our worst nightmare happened. I was usually the very weak weirdo guy with autism as me and Hakon ran away for our lives. But it wasn't long since we got cornered. I didn't know how to fight back. And later the zombies that chased us would make us their dinner. What? How are we alive? I looked at Hakon as these girls probably saved us from our fate, and then Hakon was disappointed that I didn't fight alongside them or even try. I was just some scared autistic idiot who was dependent on one guy. I was always like this, the scared autistic kid, always relying on my friend Hakon who was a master at fighting when it comes to both humans and zombies. I was always weak, being a in the back seat. But now he was gonna train me how to fight. Since I can't fight with my puny hands, Hakon was gonna teach me how to fight with my legs. I kept on training and training with him until I was getting stronger and better enough to fight in the streets of Old Villador. As years passed, until finally, Hakon admired me for my hard work. How I was such a fast learner. He gave me a goal now to prove myself worthy for the Cobra Kai Wait, what? The Hakon way. I had to exterminate the threats of this city and the biggest villain in Old Villador, Waltz. Not only that, but I have to save the entire city, solve the biggest mystery of Old Villador, and lastly, I have to make my master Hakon proud of me. But of course, I'm not gonna do this alone as Hakon would be there to also guide me by my side as I head on and start my journey alongside with my mentor. As I made my way into the city, the first thing I need to achieve out of my 4 goals is to solve the biggest mystery in all of Villador. Hakon was guiding me through this journey. I needed to socialize with people, and my dumbass really thinking I could go face to face with the 2 mad lads in Villador, Sophie and Bootleg Kratos? Bootleg Kratos didn't like me calling him that. And I tried fighting back, but his grip was too strong for me. And oh no. Eventually, he gave me back shots. Hakon! It was him again! He saved my life again from that unexpected encounter, but now he was questioning me if I was really worthy for this style. For his style of fighting. Hakon was wondering if I was even ready for all of this, cause I literally started the mission and got already. I couldn't even beat a bootleg version of Kratos, let alone fighting Waltz, saving the city. How can I make my Hakon proud? I think myself that question. I had to train more. But no! I was too early for solving the mystery. The biggest mystery of all Villador. First, I need to get stronger, train more, and prove to everybody that I'm not some scared autistic kid! Weeks later, I kept on fighting and training until I was praised in the city and a new legend was born in Villador. I was their friendly neighborhood hero. As I took down gangsters and thieves, the people there were happy to have me. Till finally, my heroic doings has been recognized by Sophie and Bootleg Kratos. I was ready to do their dirty work for the city. I mean, not dirty, but for the better. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I'll have to see. Also, I still do not forget what they have done to me. But on the other hand, Hakon had a plan, rather an easier one, than doing Sophie's dirty work. Back to the biggest mystery in Vilidor, Hakon wanted me to find out who killed the president of all of Vilidor. He wanted me to hit on Sophie to find out the truth because he suspects something fishy about the Mad Lads. After what they did to me, he wanted me to date my biggest op, but I had no choice. I'm face to face with Sophie again. But this time, I was known as a hero, not some autistic kid who can't fight. As I was hitting on her, but she obviously wasn't interested in me, but acknowledged the stuff I did in Vilidor. But of course, I was gonna try and get her attention by asking the locals and Sophie's problems. I'm
A
not
few
giving up that
inches later.
easily. Eventually, I would find out about Sophie's missing brother stranded in some dark hollow. I'm probably gonna save him so I can get Sophie's attention. And let's say things get worse. Now, I would make my way there till I finally found Barney hiding behind the door like a scared little raccoon. Now, this guy was insanely stubborn, thinking I would steal something from him. But I didn't have time to talk this out as I used my usual hack on leg training to kick down the door, and let's say it made things worse. Okay, I had enough of Sophie's stupid brother. It's time to kick down this door and take him home.
They gone?
Sophie's brother is clearly annoying as hell. I just pulled him by the hair and brought him home as he kept on yapping. Now, Sophie didn't understand at first why I was helping her, but all I said, I just wanted to help, man. Now, I got her attention. All I need to do is do more for her till I can successfully get her to be interested in me and manipulate her into telling me who unalived the president. I can't believe I'm doing this, but this all for Hakon. She trusted me enough as she would then tell me about her friends being held hostage at some random location as I quickly went there to save the day, but it's too late. The scene was too bloody for me to show you guys. As I killed the remaining thugs, there was clearly one more survivor. She was struggling to stay with me, but oh no, she's dead. But I didn't care. Okay, to report back to Sophie. Oh! The zombie was a big boy, and I wasn't taking all that, so I just ran for my life. As I meet Sophia again, she was mourning about her friends, and this was my time to comfort her. And we had huge chemistry there. She told me all about her friends, her personal life, and her annoying little brother. And then, I think to myself, am I really doing the right thing, Hakon? I mean, her story is kinda sad, but I shouldn't get distracted. I'm not completely heartless, you know, so I need to help her out genuinely and doing Hakon's work. But Hakon, this is for you. She wanted revenge, and this was finally my time to hit on her and impress her. And now, to find out the truth about the president's fate. I then ready up for possibly the hardest fight between me versus like 50 people. But with the power of Hakon's leg training, I am really determined, and oh boy, this might not end well.
Find Carl. Save him and get our crystal. Fast.
Got ya! Take some of that!
There we go. Now to claim this whole bandit camp by myself and to report back to Sophie is about time. As I contacted Sophie, she was still confused on why I was still helping her, but she then invited me to her home to talk about things. Now this is my chance to find out about the president's fate. Hopefully Sophie is guilty, because if not, Hakon made me do this for nothing. As I arrived to her house, we talked and she was obviously interested in me now, but I'm not. She went out to get something and I investigated her house for clues, and then there it was, the evidence of them killing the president. Hakon was right. It was time to confront Sophie about this. Just then, Barney was there and he was shaking. He was denying that it wasn't them, but I heard enough. The evidence was right in front of me. As Barney got mad and started swinging at me, and here I thought they were the good guys.
You guys got you that whip, huh?
I was horribly beating Sophie's little brother up to a pulp till he can't take it anymore. I then head outside to fight and confront Sophie, but then Barney surrounded me with his thugs, and oh god, he's never gonna give up. Come out, Barney, everybody is dead. Bootleg Kratos. We have met again. This time I'm taking my revenge for giving me back shots back then. I need to take all that anger inside of me! Finally, I got my revenge. But that wasn't all. I kept on beating Bootleg Kratos' lifeless body till he was really dead. I had to make sure, because this madman gave me the hardest battle of my life. I was trying to find my way out of this hole. Just then, somebody dropped a ladder for me. Who did that? As I climbed back up, it was Hakon. He told me he saw the fight and how incredible I am with my training. I may even take on the biggest supervillain in Villedor, Waltz. But no, it was too early for that. But Hakon took care of Barney and Sophie, and now the biggest mystery was solved. All that was left for me and Hakon is to save the city together and take down Waltz, the guy behind all of it. Just like the goal he had set up for me in the beginning. As days passed, after the events of Barney and Sophie's crime, me and Hakon kept on training together, and let's say I mastered his techniques. Well, some of it. Waltz was aware of the threat now. He was aware that me and Hakon are gonna take him down, as Hakon would tell me his evil plans since I was more stronger than my old autistic self. He was planning to bomb the entire city and rule the entirety of Villedor. I couldn't let him do that. As one day, when me and Hakon were gonna go out to save some lives and train our legs, this happened.
Hey, where are we at?
Walt sent his thugs to kill us. As I was mad that somebody hurt my mentor, I told Hakon to stay here, and I went on to take down the sniper that Walt sent. I was not gonna lie, he was fast to run away like that. I kept on chasing him, and our cat and mouse chase would lead us to the tunnels, and there he shot me and made me go against a special infected.
Now that's a lot of damage!
That was kinda kinda easy. Now to find the sniper and finish him off for good. Just then, the lights went out. Why? Standing in front of me was the sniper and his group of friends. Oh boy. Waltz really wants to kill me and Hakon. When I was in mid-battle, my honesty flared up again. What the fuck? And it got so bad to the point I passed out. Hours passed. I woke up to see the supervillain himself, Waltz. I finally got to see his face for the first time. I tried to get up, but he manhandled me and knocked me off to sleep again. I wake up again. This is where things is getting serious. I needed to inform Hakon about Waltz and his snipers. Hakon was still in our house. He was telling me not to go, but I needed to do what was needed to be done. He tried telling me that I shouldn't do it, because I was too weak for him, but I never believed him. I trust my own instinct. I was the selfless hero who is willing to sacrifice things or even my life for everybody. This might be my last goodbye to him. This was my time to prove myself worthy for the Hakon way. All this training may not go to waste. As I ready up for a fight and kill Waltz once and for all, I would kill every of Waltz's men, and showing no mercy to them, I was bloodlusted and determined to fight Waltz. Till finally, after killing and killing, behind this door was the supervillain himself. I rushed towards him and tried to strangle him with my weak artistic hands, but to no avail. He would manhandle me as usual. He would kill me, hit me like a rag doll. Hakon was right. I was weak for him. No! I couldn't give up. He was gonna bomb the city. But I had a plan. A very genius one. So when he wasn't looking, I then stole his key and ran for my life. There, he went crazy and chased me like a addict. I was very good at this from the very beginning. I kept on running from him, but with the key I stole, I knew there was no way he was gonna stop chasing after me. I tried to close doors on his face, but he would simply bash it like he's the Hulk. There's no way I can lose this superhuman without me baiting him in some way. So I grabbed one of the heavy things on this underground base and pounded it in his face. But that wasn't enough too. I didn't have anywhere to go from here. As I was panicking, I tried to hold him off, but he flung me away. And here, I actually had to face him. I was using everything I got, but my legs were completely useless against him. I was tickling him. He would then defeat me easily and throw me off like a ragdoll again. I wake up again. It was late, and I see him holding the key. No! Could it be? Did I fail? I tried to fight back, but it was too late. He has successfully bombed the city. I watch in horror as I see the missiles strike the building, and even me. I opened my eyes to see someone pulling me out of the rubbles. It was Hakon. He saved my life more than I can count now. Hakon was cheering me up, saying that there was another time and that I should rest. But no, I couldn't leave him to fight Waltz alone. I shouldn't give up. I failed, but it's not entirely over. I still have more to offer. As days pass, I kept on training and taking on dangerous threats on Vilidor like this guy. And sometime, I then learned about an urban legend about a big zombie that Waltz couldn't kill and an inhibitor that makes me stronger. I challenged myself to kill the zombie and take the inhibitor myself. I arrived at the destination, and let's say it was quite disturbing. I opened the door to see the big zombie in front of me. He was like, yay big, but how can I kill Waltz if I can't kill this zombie? I won't lie, this zombie was very strong for me. I might not make it out alive, but with all of Hakon's training and my lust for power, I shall defeat him! Now to claim the inhibitor and kill Waltz and make my master proud.
Many months later.
Over the last few months, I've been training with Hakon, hunting and searching for Waltz, and I made sure to wipe out every of his men. The inhibitor made me stronger than I ever was, until finally, I got a lead on him on X13. There was no doubt that he was gonna start another missile attack like the last one, but more worse. This time, I will finally stop him and bring the city in peace. I arrived at X13. I would kill everybody who stands in my way. Waltz was the only thing that matters. And I needed to kill him for good. And I finally met Waltz again for the second time. He was waiting for me already. We started our legendary fight and exchanged blows to each other. We were equal in power.
The key!
Waltz was growing more powerful. He's so strong to the point he was throwing boulders at me. But I still have more determination in me. No! He's too strong for me. I don't think I can fight anymore. Waltz that kept on pounding me and mocking me while I was weak. Am I gonna be defeated again? I can't let him bomb the city. But wait! Back then, after taking the inhibitor, my autism is flaring up more than likely. And I started feeling more stronger, feeling like something monstrous was inside of me. Waltz was asserting his dominance on me, but just then, the monster inside of me came out. There we go. The supervillain was defeated. I asserted my dominance on him before dropping him in the ground, humiliating him before he dies. I did it, Hakon. The city is saved. And now I need to break the news to Hakon, the person who trained me. When I head outside, my worst nightmare occurred. The missiles were functional. Huh? Waltz was dead, and there was no one who can make the bombings. But wait, no, I forgot. Waltz, his key, it wasn't there in the first place when we fought. Who could be responsible for this? I failed once again. Why? After everything I've done? There's no time for mourning. I gotta get to know Hakon's location and save him. He was the only person I have now. I look around the ruins of Villedor. It was a mess. Everything was destroyed. I covered my eyes while running to our house. As I got there, surprisingly, it looked like a battlefield. Like somebody taken over here and robbed us. And there was Hakon. And to my surprise, he was the one who launched the missiles. I didn't know what to say at this point. Hakon then revealed it all. He told me that he was the one who killed Villedor's president and that it wasn't Barney or Sophie. He set it up to think that it was them. And to kill Sophie and Barney to cover up his plans. He got me to kill them. And he also got me to kill Waltz. But why? What about our goal for the very beginning? If he was so strong, why couldn't he done this himself? He also told me that he took the inhibitor, making us equally strong, and he was behind all of it. All of Villedor's imperfections. I kept on listening to him. I was angry. I was just a pawn to him all these years? Did he never care for me or feel regret to any of this? Hakon then said it. The word that struck me down to my heart.
Whatever you might think, we're not friends. Never were.
That was enough. I grabbed him and we started fighting, but he was my master. He knows every of my moves. He would then knock me easily. I wasn't giving up. I will defeat him once and for all. I wasn't holding back. He was powerful. He also had his little minions to help him, but this was no problem for me. I defeated the most powerful supervillain in Villedor, but Hakon took the inhibitor, making us equally strong, and he was the one who taught me how to fight. We continued fighting, and fighting, our battle, was intense. It would lead us to the stairs and to the second floor. We were both bloodlusted. He was a master at his hands, while I was a master with my legs, till he eventually disappeared. I tried to find him, and to my surprise, he tried to get a cheap shot at me. Trying to fight dirty, huh? I never expected this, Hakon. I never expected us to fight. I never expected to fight the man who trained me, saved me, and like a father figure to me. I never expected him to be my final enemy, and I never expected him to be the one causing Villedor's destruction. How could you? As we both exchanged words, I was questioning him. Why would you do this, Hakon? Why? What's the sole reason that destroying Villedor was the only way to saving the city? He tried telling me it was human evolution, but I didn't care. It was still wrong. These people didn't matter. Did he regret none of this? How he made me kill innocent people like Barney and Sophie? Did he ever regret using me like a puppet and destroying the whole city? I didn't know what his true intentions was, but I know that it was the end of our journey. It was the end of our partnership. We started getting serious and bloody. It was time to fight again, but this time, to the death.
I didn't want this.
Hakon was cheering me up, saying that there was another time. Hakon! It was him again! He saved my life again! How can I make my Hakon proud? I think myself that question. I had to train more. Hakon was wondering if I was even ready for all of this, cause I literally started the mission.
Die so I can finally get a good night's sleep. I'm gonna
It was finally over. Hakon was defeated, and I have nobody now. I look over his motionless corpse. I gave my goodbyes to Hakon and left the arena. It was burning already. I failed. All of the people in Villedor. There was no threats no more. No supervillains. And no more missiles. And the remaining survivors were safe, but what at cost? I still failed them. One thing was for sure. The journey was over. My time has come. I must leave and start my new journey. I look back at Villedor. Goodbye, Villedor. So can you beat Dying Light 2 with only kicks? Well, yes and no. You see, in the final fight with Waltz, I had to use my hands because in Fury mode, you can't drop kick or use any special moves with your legs. You can use your legs, but I don't have any patience to do this. It does no damage. I hope you guys enjoy the video, so like and subscribe.